sir.
Yeah, so now I just go to the chat box. The test was over. So if you guys can message if you want me to discuss any specific question, then I will work it out for you. One question is this, that suppose you have the positive charge here, suppose you have the negative charge here. Now how do the field lines look? The field lines look like this, right? So if the field lines look like this, then it looks like this, it goes like this, it looks like this, and it looks like this. So this is how field lines leave the positive charge and they approach the negative charge. So that is it. So this is the source, this is the sink. So now this is how it will look. Okay. Now the question I had asked you was, how do the equipotential surfaces look? So all the time I kept telling you that the equipotential surface will be perpendicular to the field lines. The equipotential surface will be perpendicular to the field line. So all that you had to do was you had to draw perpendicular surfaces. Here, perpendicular surfaces. Now when you draw them like this, you will see that some of the equipotential surfaces, okay, so but anyway, so this is how the equipotential surfaces will look. Now suppose this surface and this surface are going to intersect. Now this is an equipotential surface and this is also an equipotential surface. So over far distances, so initially the surfaces will go like this. Initially the surfaces will go like this. Over a distance, what will happen is they will go like this. So for a dipole, this is how the equipotential surfaces look. Equipotential surfaces are always perpendicular to the field lines. So I have the field lines and I have perpendicular to the field lines. So these are the field lines and perpendicular to them. So perpendicular to them, when I draw them, there will be some things perpendicular to this and some things perpendicular to this. Wherever they start intersecting, now the equipotential surface comes like this and it goes like this. So what will happen is ultimately they will start looking like this. Okay, so this is how the equipotential surfaces look for a dipole. Another question that I asked you was, there is a plus q charge and there is a plus 4q charge. Now I asked you to draw the field lines. I mean, some of you have just drawn this and some of you have drawn this. Okay, so this is not fair. Yeah, this is not fair. So what I was expecting is, I was expecting you to tell me that if this is the distance between them, this is q, this is 4q, then the null point will be more towards this and the ratio specifically will be 2:1. So it will come towards this. So what will happen is that here there will be some kind of a I mean, not so much, yeah, but then it will go this way and it will go this way and it will go this way and it will go this way. So I expected you to show me the fact that it will be skewed towards this side or it will shift towards this side. Okay, so only then I would give you the marks for that, otherwise I won't give you the marks for that. Yeah. Now, if there are any other specific questions that you want me to discuss, put them in the chat, I'll discuss. How do and positive, okay, You will take, it will take time. It is a so first question, laggy screen. I will see where, how and where can I get the results. It will take a long time because it is a big nightmare correcting it online. It takes almost 1 hour to correct one paper, so it will take us a long time. So please don't expect the results immediately. So the video is stucking here. This question asked in 5 marks. It's asked for 2 marks. It's not a full 5-mark question. Yeah. Okay. So whatever questions you have, you please put here. If it is very bad, if the connection is very bad, I will log out and then come back again. So the 2 questions that I explained, are they understood or they not understood? Please let message. Yeah. Okay. No. I'll start my work. Just give me a few minutes. I can give that question. Sir, can you draw the E versus R graph for disk? Did I give any question like that? Oh, what does a starting capacitor do? A starting capacitor provides high charge. A starter provides high current when circuit is complete. So that which because of this high current, the gas gets ionized. That you don't have to write. If you just write that capacitor provides a high current as soon as the circuit is on, it is enough. But why do you need a high current? You need a high current so that the gas gets ionized. So once the gas gets ionized, it starts conducting. Once it starts conducting, then you don't need high current. So if you take a tube light works on that principle. A tube light works on that principle that initially what will happen is, because of the high current, it will get charged. Once it gets charged, then the capacitor roll stops and then the regular thing happens. Similarly, in a flashlight. Okay. The next thing is, I asked you what is the principle behind the working of a microwave. A microwave is primarily used to heat food. Now you don't heat perfectly dry food. You heat food which has water particles. Now what is water? Water is basically a dipole. So now because of the microwave, the direction of the electric field keeps changing. So when the direction of the electric field keeps changing, the water particles keep moving. They keep oscillating. As they keep oscillating, they'll be hitting the food particles, or you can just say, as they keep oscillating, their kinetic energy increases. Kinetic energy increase implies temperature increase. That is basically what we want. Okay, so microwaves are used to heat food. Food has dipole, food has water, water has dipole. Because of the dipole, in a varying electric field will keep oscillating. When it keeps oscillating, kinetic energy increases. When kinetic energy increases, temperature increases. Okay, this question belongs to electromagnetic wave. No, it belongs to this chapter only. What is the angle? Because I have explained that in the class, I have explained that. I didn't ask you to write about microwave. I asked you what is the principle behind the microwave. Yeah, so there is this. This is what I just now explained is the principle behind the microwave. I had explained this in the class, so you should, again and again I told you, read your notes more than enough. What is the angle between equipotential surface and field lines? 90 degrees. Again, I just explained few minutes back. Sir, what about the question on explain? Is it because of rotation of dipole it produces? Yes, because of the movement of the dipole, oscillation of the dipole. So Lakshmi Ram, I didn't understand your question. Can you draw the E versus R graph for disk? I don't understand the question. If you can explain the question to me, I can do it. No, it's not only doubts today. In another 5 minutes, maximum 5 more minutes, I'll start my work. Yeah, so if you all have any other specific questions, I'll answer. 37 question. I don't have the question. If you can tell me what is the question, I will. Okay, you are asking me to look at the 37th question. Okay, 37 question. Let me look at that and then.
Hello, sir. Can you please raise your hand? Yes, sir. Please come.
Yeah. Okay, I hope it has started. The screen sharing has just started.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
The 37th question. Yeah, the 37th question, there is some typo error. There is no typo error in me, and what somebody pointed out. Plot the electric field versus R, the distance from the plane. First question is, what is Gauss law? Using Gauss law, determine the electric field near a plane having a surface charge density sigma. So you would have found out that the electric field is sigma by 2 epsilon naught. The next one is plot the electric field versus R, the distance from the plane. So it should have been taken as a straight line. The electric field is a constant. So this was the graph expected. So electric field is here, R is here, the distance from the plane. So that is 1 mark for this, 2 marks for this, and 2 marks for showing what is Gauss law. So that is the question. That's how it should have been answered.
Sir, the screen has not come yet, sir.
The screen has not
Hello?
yet come.
No, it's just sharing. Yeah.
It's shared or no?
It's just showing that you're sharing the screen, but it has not come.
No, actually, because I'm using Mati, I'm using Teams and this, no, because of that, this
Yes.
problem. Now is it sharing?
Not come yet.
Okay, just wait a second, it will come, then it will be fine.
Yes.
Now it has come. Has it come now? The E versus R graph looks like this. Yeah, do you see my screen? Huh, you don't see my screen. Now also you don't see my screen. This is my screen. Sir, but the plane isn't infinite. Yeah, plane is infinite. Only for in our syllabus, always planes will be infinite. So that argument that plane is not infinite won't hold. So it won't behave like a charge point. For in our syllabus, we have only infinite plate. So whenever they give you a plate, it has to be infinite. Or you draw for that infinite plate also. If you draw correctly, I am okay with it. So if you are going to draw for an infinite plate, this is how it is going to look like. So electric field will first be constant and then it will go like this. So if you draw this also, I am okay with it. So this is for some distance and this is beyond that. This is E, this is R.
Sir, this screen is not there, sir. Only, sir. Ranjit speaking.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello? Sir, only your voice
Yeah,
is coming.
tell me.
So voice is coming only. Screen is not coming. Students are also messaging me.
Now the screen is
No,
not
not
there.
yet, sir. It is not. No, sir. It is not there.
Okay, then hang on for a minute. I will again log out and come back.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Now you are not able to see me.
No, sir. No, sir. Students, can you please chat? No, sir. I am not able to see. I'm just asking the students. Students, can you see the screen? Can you please chat with everyone so that sir can also see? Sir, they are answering no. They are also not able to see.
Oh.
So I guess you complete log out, it will be okay.
Now also it is not visible.
No, sir. It has not come. Last time you didn't go out, I guess. Only the audio went and you came back. Completely, if you could go out and come back, it will be.
Now.
No, sir.
Here the electric field around it is sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Okay, so there's nothing about the distance or not. So that is the only thing. Only infinite planes are there in your syllabus. So this was the answer expected. But if you are arguing that it was not given that it's an infinite and you want to treat it like a point charge, even then for small distances it will be so, and I will give credit for this also. So this was the answer that was expected in the test. Okay, so that is question number 37. Then equipotential diagram for an irregular charge distribution. Yeah, so that again I have explained to you that it was a conductor. So it was given to you that there is a conductor and there is an irregular conductor, and then there is an irregular conductor is given charge. So the whole surface is equipotential, and equipotential surfaces are parallel surfaces. So all that you had to do was you had to draw surfaces which are parallel to that. So this is how the equipotential surface would look. Okay, so yeah, so this is how it would look. Then yeah, I've drew the surface, right? Equipotential surfaces will be parallel to the irregularly charged conductor. So whatever is the conductor, if you have given it some charge, the equipotential surfaces will be parallel to that. So so I hope there is some clarity in that. Yeah. So see, the whole idea of writing the exam is to first understand what is expected. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen is our efforts will go towards ideas and areas which are not really required. So it was very important that you write a exam so that you know what is expected from you, how to read. So how to read. So now you got an idea of what kind of questions will be asked and how it will work. I am telling you, in your CBSE exam, you don't get more than 2 or 3 questions on derivation. Yeah, most of the other questions are based on applications. So it is the applications and numericals where majority of our focus has to be. So if you focus on applications and if you focus on numericals, you will do well. Okay. So I was asked as to what is the equipotential, what is the equipotential surfaces for a uncharged irregular conductor looks. So first thing is, if any charge is given to an irregular conductor, the entire charge will get distributed such that the whole surface is equipotential. Now the other equipotential surfaces are parallel. Other equipotential surfaces are parallel to the given conductor. Okay, so the other equipotential surfaces are parallel to the given conductor. So that is what it will work out. Yeah, okay. Then, no sir. What is no sir? Screen is lagging. Okay, okay. Yeah, but did you understand this equipotential concept or no? See, I'm telling you the answer for the equipotential surface. If there is a conductor given a charge, the entire surface of the conductor is an equipotential surface. So the other equipotential surfaces will be parallel to the given surface. So you just have to draw surfaces which are parallel to the given surface. Okay. Yeah. Then any other question? Yeah, so since screen is lacking, we won't do anything new today. So if you all have any doubts, you keep asking, I'll answer them. Otherwise, we'll just move on. But if everything is going proper, you tell me, so that then accordingly I will work out. But the whole idea of writing the test was to make sure that you understand what is expected from you and how to prepare. Okay, so the whole idea is to understand how to prepare. Okay, so here we need to know derivations, but more important is application. Okay, so this is what is more important than other things. Was the screen lacking even now? Yeah, first one, this is example of positive charge moving. Example of positive charge moving is in water. Suppose you add HCl. Suppose you add HCl to water. What will happen? Acids become H plus plus Cl minus. So now if there is any chemical reaction, now H plus is moving. So that is the only case where you can have positive charge. I mean, that is one of the cases where you can have positive charge moving. But otherwise, you can take off talk of NaCl also. NaCl will give you Na plus plus Cl minus. So now this Na plus that, but this will happen only in solution. Only in solution or molten state. So this was not an easy one. This was a slightly tough question. It is little difficult to think. Then, yeah, alpha particles are examples of positive charge moving. Yes, yes. 1 second. Answer for the lightning question. Yeah, only some of you are not able to hear audio, so you have to set right your audio. Only some are not able to. Okay, so lightning conductor. So suppose this is a tall building and you have your lightning conductor there. The aim of the lightning conductor is to quickly conduct the charge, to remove the charge. Okay, remove the charge. So if you connect it to the earth, if you bury it inside the earth is a reservoir of charges. Reservoir of charges. So what does the earth do? If a negative cloud comes here, the earth will take away the electrons. If a positive cloud comes, then the earth will give electrons. So here electrons are taken away. Here electrons are supplied. Here electrons are supplied. So you put it inside the earth only for that. The earth is a reservoir of charges. So if the charges are quickly removed, then the building will be safe. Okay, then 34th question. 34th question. Question, 1 minute.
Hello, sir. You're not audible. The students, kindly wait.
There's a question again that we had worked out. We had worked it out in the class also. So there was a 2 mu f capacitor. That 2 mu f capacitor is fully charged by some battery, 4 mu f battery, suppose 4 volt battery. So the charge on net will become 8 mu f, 4 into 2, 8 mu c. Sorry, not mu f, 8 mu c. Okay, so this will be the charge on the capacitor. Now, once you get this charge on the capacitor, it is now connected to a 4, this is 2 mu f, this is 4 mu f. So, charge will move from one to another. Charge will move from one to another till V is the same. Okay, so these are logics we have all seen. So C is equal to Q by V. Okay, so C is equal to Q by V. So V will become equal to Q by C. So Q1 by C1 is equal to Q2 by C2. So Q1 by Q2 is equal to C1 by C2. So C1 by C2, what is C1 by C2? C1 by C2 will become equal to 2 by 4. So 1 by 2. That means the charge will divide in the ratio 1 is to 2. How much charge? 8. So how much charge will go here? 8 by 3 will go here. How much charge will come here? 8 into 2 by 3. So here it will be 8 by 3 mu c. Here it will be 8 into 2 by 3 mu c. So this will be the charge here. This will be the charge here. After this, you can calculate Q squared by C. You can apply, and then you can calculate what the energy is. Okay. Yeah. You must have got this. This is a easy question. This was a direct question what we did in the class. Also, I think same question is there in your book also. In your textbook also, the same question is there. Okay. Yeah. So Nilan has got it. Okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm only discussing 38th 1C part. 38th 1C. Two charges, 2 microcoulomb and 8 microcoulomb A, B are separated by 20 cm. Determine a point between them where the field is 0. So a point between them where the field is 0 would be 3 from 2 microcoulomb 20 by 3. All that I'll show. I mean, I'll explain. This is 2 microcoulomb. This is 8 microcoulomb. The distance is separated by 20 centimeters. So suppose this is the point. So the electric field here because of this is K2 divided by X square. The electric field this is Q into 8 into 20 minus X the whole square. So KK will get cancelled. 2 will go 4 times. Now cross multiply, take square root. 20 minus x by x is equal to 2. So cross 20 minus x is equal to 2x. So x is equal to 20 by 3. So that is what I told, 20 by 3. Okay, so x is equal to 20. Okay, forget about the VD. The electric field will be 2 into K by X square. Because of the other, it will be 8 into K by 20 minus X the whole square. And these two should be equal. So to make these two equal, cancel out the K's, take square roots. Then you will get 20 minus X by X is equal to 2 by 1. So now you rearrange it, you will get your answer. Yeah, doesn't matter. Answer also is in centimeters. As long as the given question and answer are in centimeters, it is not a problem. Because both sides, left and right, are there, right? So both sides it will be in centimeters. So it's okay. Both sides are in centimeters, means it will be okay. It is not a problem. Okay. So fine. So I'll be correcting the papers. If you guys can correct your papers and send me a copy of it, it will be easy. Then I can check it up and then get back to you. But I will cut my papers and then I will give. Don't worry about it. But if any of you if any of you can correct your papers and then send it to me, it will be very good. Answer key. That is a very good suggestion. So today night I will write the answer key. Tomorrow I will send you the answer key. Then you guys can correct it yourself and then send it, and then we will work on it. Yeah, very good, super. Yeah. So any other questions you all have? Okay. So today my connection is a little low, so leave it. We will move on. Hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, I will send you the answer key. So from whom you can get it, I'll put it online through different places. I will send it. So don't worry. I will send it to your coordinators. They will send it to you by WhatsApp. Now, but only today night I'm going to sit down and write the answers. I have not written the answers so far. Today night I'll sit down, write the answers, and then I'll send it to you. You can correct it and give it back to me. Great. Okay, good. Thank you. Bye. See you again tomorrow.